Hey there, folks. No wave audio. I don't know why it didn't work the first time. It just didn't work the first time. I had to plug it out and plug it back in. Go through the settings. Do apologise. Welcome to another week at a stats show. Sorry, just seen something. Just there.
I love it, Alan.
Yeah, we're like 1,085 hours, and it's over.
Aww. Don't you fucking melt.
Just saying.
Oh.
That's how depressed I am when you bring up it's this many hours to Christmas. There you go. You might just stop it right now. I'll just keep adding on another 24 and depressing the shit out of you. Anyway, welcome to Wednesday night. We are at midway point in the season where these two fixtures will be put out. The 101s and the 301s will be put out this week. If you don't want to play, that's no problem. But it does give you a little bit of opportunity to practice on your doubles in a bit of a tournament format as well. To anybody else that doesn't want to play in, it's time to get your games caught up with. To be fair, around the leagues,
Don't say there's not that many games to be caught up on.
there's not that many games to be caught up on.
Oh my god.
In comparison to last season, to be fair.
Over 30 games is a lot to be caught up on. There's only two.
To be
leagues
fair,
that
there's
are
about
below 30.
there's about 4 people in every league that's holding up the whole lot. In fairness.
Although Reese and Dad are holding up the Malchalai.
There you go. So what we'll do, we'll head straight into it. We'll head straight in and we will go straight into the citrine. And there you go, we'll go straight into the citrine. There you go, Johnny Blair still unbeaten, 9 from 9. I had to play Neil Duff this week. Did squeeze out a 5-4 victory. Was lucky he didn't lose 5-3. We do get to see the history of the game. Neil Duff looks like he missed starts in leg number 8 and leg number 9 to bring it to take victory. But you know, crossed the line on ifs and maybes, and Bomb did take out 2 little tidy finishes of 66 and 74, I think it was, to take the victory there and keep that L at 0. Mal Cummins has a couple of games. He's away. He's back next week. He is on 46 points. Neil is on 46. Remy is on 46. And so many people would have put money on Neil Duff to go unbeaten all season, to be fair. And he was threatening it as well. Stephen Pinkerton on 45, Craig John on 45, Simon Dunn on 41. They're all in the green, and myself just outside it on 41. William Kirkwood, Shane Ryan, Phil Johnson Hale, Chris Gilliland is over on Modus. Keep her trucking really well, Chris. Kevin Keith, Lee Haynes, SS, and a couple of boys have a lot of games to catch up on there around the bottom of the table, but they're planned, they're in action on Friday. The weekend will tell a lot with them. We can go straight into the stats. Leading the tons is myself, 108. Craig John closest on 93. Remy on 80. Johnny Blair on 76, but Neil Duff leads the 140s on 38. Martin Carville on 35. Johnny Blair 34. Remy 32. It's super shooting. Martin with 4 170s, few people in behind with loads of 2s. Craig John 11 with Neil Duff 180s. It's absolutely fantastic darts, to be fair. Stephen Pinkerton with 10, Shane Ryan with 9, and Chris with 8. Stephen Pinkerton still has the highest out, with Martin Moore right behind 164, plays 161. Neil Duff with a big 160. Craig John with a 156 with Jeff Matthews, and that was against me. That was a great little 156 checkout, to be fair. Loads of them win with best legs of 11. Simon Dunn has the 7 ton plus finishes. Neil Duff with 5, Chris 4, John 4, and Johnny and Peter with 4. Loads in behind with 3. We just want to move down. So far, there's a total of 1,439 tons thrown, 550 140s, 19 170s, and 110 180s already. And there is been 60 ton plus checkouts, and this is the week that we're going halfway through, so I believe there will be at least 70. Still no no big fish 170 plus, and still no 170 checkout in any league. I did expect a couple more. Got 4 last season. I was expecting 6, none yet. We tight back into the season to try and stretch that. I did say there'd be 4 ton plus averages. We've had 1 close enough for a couple of occasions, with a few lads in around the 90s. Neil Duff in the 90, Mal, Simon, Johnny Blair, all them in around the 90 mark. Needs to just push on a small bit, lads, for fuck's sake. Joking. Am I joking? I think my highest average is a 76. So just try it out there. That is that one. We'll go into the Kyanite. Straight into the Kyanite we go. And it's Mike Deaver leads the way, 11 played. 62 points, 7 wins, 4 losses, 62 points. Still unbeaten, and the only lad unbeaten in this division so far is Paul Mcdonald, the cider man. 8 from 8. He played the Magician last week.
And what about Colin?
Who's Colin?
Well, he lost one, didn't
He
he?
lost one, yeah.
I don't remember that one. I thought he was on week.
There you go, Mike Deaver on 62, Paul McDonald on 56, Marcus on 55, John Gibson Lapper on 52. The two of them played, Paul and John. It was a cracking game. It was 5-4. It was 5-3, I think, to Paul, actually. It must have been on that one. Colin on 52, Carl Winters, Sweet P on 52 as well, Neil Willers, Kitty D, Scott, William Scott, Ian Henley, Helton and Darnell make up the top half of the table. Now, the boys have games in hand. Don't worry, these tables will flip on their heads at some stage, and even the boys catching up here at the bottom, there's loads of games to be caught up on, so there is no panic. You just see there at the bottom, there's one guy that pulled out. That's why Paul or Mike Deaver has that game 11 played. So that was one of the free weeks that were coming up. It was just put in there, just in case anybody wants to jump on the bandwagon from the outset. Into the stats: Carl Winters 105 tons, Marcus Hawkins on 97, John Cranny and Mike Deaver ball of 81, 76. The field 140s, Mike Deaver 37 of them, Carl Winters on 35, Marcus Hawkins 31, and the Magician on 30, 25 to field. It is Super Darts. Couple of them there 170s, love them all 170 bracket ticking over. Tony Lloyd, his 170s have been, people are jumping all over him all the time. Carl Winters has 11 180s, Mike Deaver has 11 as well, and Paul McDonald 9, 7. The field highest out. Ian Henley still with the 152, 149 for Neil Withers. Ton plus finishes. Bit too far. Ton plus finishes Ian Henley with 4. The Wasp 3, Keith 3, Marcus Hawkins with 3 good steady darts in the kind. There has been 34 ton plus finishes so far. Darnell still holds the highest average with 88.41. Neil Withers with an 87.38 and Mike Deaver an 86.38. Good steady darts. Good evening, Dan LaCroix. How are we all doing? Into the Tiger Eye. And Christopher Pratt still unbeaten. The only lad unbeaten in this one. 9 from 9. Ryan Richmond in second place. 6 points off the lead. I'll tell you, it makes a difference. If you can't win, you lose 5-4. It makes a difference. There he is. 6 points off the lead. Same amount of games played. James Tyers has 56 points. Eddie Berger on 51. He's got a game in hand. He can move to 58 points and 5 behind the lead. Garrett Watson is there. Erlen Linney, Patrick Leahy, Vernon Human, Alan McVicker, Aaron McKendry, Johnny Mulder, Joey Hennessy and Esteban Cosma all top half of the table. Super Art's been trying by the whole of them. Joey Hennessy is moving house. His board is going to be done for the next 10 days. So look, bear with him. There's no panic. What it just seems to happen midway through the season, which is good.
Bomb had no game in week 5.
Oh snap, Bomb, you're 9 from 9. You'd no game in week 5.
Yeah, there was one.
One fixture you had that week instead of 2.
Yeah, every week 2 people don't have a fixture like.
Oh, he thought he had a game more won than he did.
Because there's 25, but he had no game in the 5th
snap. Yeah, correct.
lot that was released.
You doubting her, Tom.
Oh my God, I can't believe you doubted me, Bob.
I can't believe it,
Shocked.
Bob. Shocked and appalled. James Tyers, 80 tons. Eddie Berger with 76. Christopher Pratt with 73. And Johnny Muller with 69. 65 to field. Eddie Berger 23 140s. Christopher Pratt 21. Ryan Richmond with 20 of them 140s as well. Alan McVicker 2 170s, just trying to fill that bracket himself. Ryan Richmond with 2 as well. He said, hold on, mate, you're not going anywhere. Sorry, I went too far. This is a Meltaviok. Aaron McKendry still 10 180s right behind him. Alan McVicker and Garrett Watson and Ryan Richmond with 5 180s apiece. Best leg is still Aaron McKendry with a 12. As he said himself, it could have been a little bit better. There you go. Ton plus finishes. 5 from Christopher Pratt, Erlen Linney with 4. There has been a grand total of 27 ton plus finishes. Christopher Pratt has 5 of those. Aaron McKendry in 86.38. In the Tiger Eye, absolutely super. Keith O'Connor with a 79.26. Garrett Watson with a 77.98. Erlen Linney 77.97. Super throwing, people. Keep it going. Into the Obsidian we go. Well, you're looking at that. And Lee Refford still unbeaten. There you can see. Lee Refford, the Obsidian, leading the way. John Smith right behind him. A game more played, but on the same tally of points. 63 Aman Ivan David Dara on 58. Ronnie Corbin on 55. Helen throwing really well. She's on 55 as well. She's a game in hand. She can move to 62 and a point off the lead. Gary Wilson on 51. Vinny O'Brien 46. Stephen O'Kane. Moss Shola, Matt Peck, Dylan Berry, Emmett Leonard and Paddy Harkin top half of the table with loads of lads underneath having games to play as well. So it is fairly close. And a couple of wins, look, there's nothing. There is less than 14 points between 21st and 7th. That'll tell you how close it is. To the stats, John Smith leads the tons on 81 of them. Ivan David Darrett 73. Paddy Harkin with 73 as well. Lee Refford 71. Ronnie Corman as well with 71. Ivan David Darrett 31 40s. Lee Refford with 29. John Smith with 21. Absolutely super. The 170s, Helen got one, John Smith. Mr. China, Richard Rees, and Todd Cisco, all with 170s to their name. The 180 brackets though, 9 for Lee Redford, 7 for Helen, Gary and Richard, 4, 3 with a lot of them, and a couple having a couple of 180s to their name. George Fleck, still the highest, 161 checkout, 160 by Richard Rees. John Smith with a 148, 142 the field. That was Ivan David Dara. Best legs at 13 for Todd Cisco and Richard Rees. Helen Ward 14. Bunch of them in behind with 14s. It's good thrown. As you can see, the ton plus finishes. Gary and John Smith 3 each. It's super throwing. And there has been 30 in that league, more than the league above them. There's been 30 ton plus finishes in that one. John Smith has a highest average of 77, 19. Super throwing. To D. Moonstone. Oh, I had the rest of them picked up. God damn it, man. To the Moonstone. Just moved out of view. Ah, yeah, for. Warren Penny takes over from Wayne Baber, but there's that point between them. Bob Myers though, he can move to 63. He's got a game in hand as well, and if he does, the leg difference will play his part, but Warren Penny should still be there. Alan Palmer in the green as well on 54. Tom Finnernan 54. Phil James on 47. Daniel Crocs still there. Throwing really well is Charlie Mitchell. Another 67 average yesterday evening. Super Arts. And Jodie Duchan. Absolutely fantastic.
Duchesne.
Oh, it's Duchesne, yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he's a funny man. Love Jody. He's a breath of fresh air around the place. He is getting back to where he was a little bit slower, just with a few back problems right now. But you know, he knows the potential he has. He knows where he wants to be, and he knows where he wants to go to. And it's just frustrating at the moment. But Charlie Mitchell with a good 67-10 yesterday evening in that game. He's on 40 points. Stephen Martin Peterson on 40. Ken Roach on 35. Sean O'Donoghue and Scotty McKenzie top half of the table. There's nothing between it though. Like as even Jody said yesterday evening, he's in 17th right now on 27 points. 2 wins and moves him up to 41. That moves him on the border of the automatic promotion. It just goes to show, it doesn't matter if you've got 2 or 3 bad weeks. If you can string together 2 or 3 good weeks and a couple of 2 or 3 wins, doesn't matter what way they come by, but a couple of wins, it just catapults you back up along that table. To the stats in around here. Bob Myers leads the tons, 69. Alan Palmer 67. Tom Finnernan 66. Wayne Baber 64. Wayne leads the 140s with 17. It's super shooting. Scotty McKenzie 13. Warren Penny also with 13. Dan Gregory and Tom Finnernan 12 140s. Still the 2 170s. Still by Jody and Ken. Warren Penny 3 180s. Daniel Crocs with 2. Scotty McKenzie 2. Wayne Baber 2. Couple of men behind with 1. Gregory still leads the highest out with 145. Ken Roach with 143. That hasn't changed this week. Jody has a 131 though. Well done, Jody. That's a new one into the mix. Charlie Mitchell, best leg of 14. That came yesterday evening. Sean O'Donoghue with a 14. Warren Penny with a 14. Charlie adds his name there to the best legs of 14. And I tell you, there's some leagues above there, even the top 2 divisions, and their best legs are still only 15. So that is super shooting. Alan Palmer, ton plus checkouts with Bob Myers. There's 3 of them there, and in this division there's been 19 ton plus checkouts so far. Absolutely fantastic. Warren Penny leads the highest average with a 68.86. Charlie Mitchell 68.84. Alan Palmer 66.97. Super Arts. And finally, to the match light. where Danny Kennedy leads the way. This is one of the most uniquest tables I've seen in a small bit. To be fair, Danny Kennedy leads the way, game 58 points. Straight in behind on 56 is Rob Civic, the Snowman. Nathan Griffin, the nifty one. Both of them still unbeaten. John Rock in 4th position, still unbeaten. 49 points. Kenny Robertson on 43. The father, 6 from 6, still unbeaten. There is 4 in that division, the most in any division, still unbeaten. Nathan Griffin has to play John Rock this week. So does the father. What is going to happen? I'm not joking. It is going to be some showdown this week. Who's all gotta go and who will keep theirs? But it's super shooting. Tony Skerry on 42. Brendan Kinney having a great season this season. He's on 41. Alongside Sasha with 41 as well. Shane Boogeyman, Paul, Giovanni and Ash. Not joking, Paul. Keep throwing them darts. You're throwing really, really well. 37 points. A midway table at the midway mark. You must be delighted. Stephen Cranny, a 5-4 deficit yesterday evening to Mike DeVees just underneath you. It was a good close encounter. A good close game. You should be happy walking away with them 4 points because Mike has been around the top 6 all for the last couple of seasons. So taking it to 5-4 there, it is a good state. Helen and Finn make up the playoff positions.
I gotta go.
See you later.
Back in a minute.
Alright, bye-bye. The Tons, Rob Civic leads the way on 49. In behind Nathan Griffin, John Rock and Sasha. Mike Davies, Tony Skerry, Gary Smith. Nathan Griffin leads the 140s. Right behind him is Rob Civic. The other way around, Joe O'Leary with 9. Mike Davies with 9. Kenny Robertson with 8. Alex Blatterley, Jonathan and Robbie all with the 170 brackets. Sorry, no. Press the wrong button. Danny Kennedy, 4 180s to his name. Nathan Griffin with 3. Austin Cisco, 2. John Rock, 2. And Michael Robinson with 2. Sasha leads the high outs of 130 from Rob Civic. That was thrown this week. Super Darts Sasha. Rob Civic with a 126. Nathan Griffin, 112. Paul Giovanni Nash, that was new this week since last week as well, with a 112. Danny Kennedy, Michael Robinson, Podge and Stephen Cranny, all with ton plus ton checkouts. They're not plus, they're just straight tons. Best legs was the opposite way around. The best leg is 14. Nathan Griffin, Joe O'Leary, the father on 15. 16 for Danny Kennedy and Rob Civic and Helen Siles, both with 17s. Best average Nathan Griffin with a 71.57. Rob Civic with a 68.79. John Rock with a 65.35. Danny Kennedy with a 64.53. An absolutely cracking league that is. It's always one that I love commentating on because they are amazing at getting games done. They are amazing at getting games knocked out, and they're improving. The improvement through all them is next to none. Gone for Reese because he was at training. Why? Is the house gonna fall down? She's not here. No. Okay. It's great to see improvement and big checkouts and all these going on the whole time because these lads put in so much. It's great to see it actually paying off. And you know, a happy darter is a good darter, and that's the way it should be. You play for the enjoyment. You don't play for winning or losing. You play for the enjoyment. As I said, the midpoint fixtures will be put out this evening. We will be on a 2-week break, so there'll be no fixtures put out for 2 weeks. So we can start the 101 and the 301. What will be starting next Sunday is a 170 big fish competition. Best of 21, I think it is. I think I said best of 21. I'm not too sure. I'll have to check up on it again. It might be more. Not too sure. I said best of 21 or best of 35. Not too sure. No, I don't think so, Paul. I just think you've been a small bit unlucky. Paul just said I have improved, going backwards again though. No, I just like everyone needs to go through them blips just to drive on a little bit more. It's like a little lull in the market. You know what I mean? Everyone comes off the boil by 3 or 4 points all the time, and then go back at it. And then the next level is the consistency level. The big fish competition is starting on Sunday. There's 77 involved. Winner will be getting a personalised polo with the big fish on the front of it. The big fish winner it'll be a laugh. We'll try and stream as many games as possible. Look, it's all about finishing 170 down, and we want to see how many people can hit and all the big fish as well. So look, it's going to be good. It's going to be fun. There's a post up there. I'll be putting up another one there this evening about the 77 that have put their names forward for it. If anybody else is watching, Daniel Crocs just said, where is it? If anybody else does want to see it, look, just pop your name under it. There is no panic. But we are going to Killarney. We will be back on Sunday. Hopefully, that'll be the plan for the Sunday fun day to put out the big fish. If not, it's going to be Monday. That is a plan. I'll be live against Erlen Linney in the Snaggers Snapchat League at 9 o'clock. Very best of luck to Erlen Linney in that one. Ronnie, I see you, Clarny. There's so many people we want to meet. There's so many people we want to have a laugh and a crack with and a drink and a sit down and a chat. There's loads going. There's loads more that they're disappointed they're not going. But look, there'll be more events that we will go around and we'll meet more people. But this is just last minute, last ditch, spur of the moment. And to be fair, it could have been one of them weekends that it could have been streaming. I could have been streaming the Irish Open. Kevin messaged me yesterday. They had no one. They were getting onto one company. One company was humming and hanging whether they would or they wouldn't. But I said I would, yeah, no problem at all. But the other company just went in there. No, to be fair, I'm going to meet Kevin when we go down there. But it was nice to be asked, you know what I mean, and recommended. And whoever did do the recommending, I take my hat off and thank you very much. It means a lot. Sitting down here talking about GKT Darts, and that's all I've been doing is talking about GKT Darts. It's not like I've been talking about darts on my own. I'm just talking about GKT Darts. So it means a lot for you to like the streams and the whole lot, whether it's here helping Martin Moore at the Premier League or any of that, like to be recommended so highly, as they said, by you lot. It means a lot. But to anybody who is going to Killarney, we'll see you down there. We'll have a laugh and a crack. And we'll see some good darts over the weekend as well. And look, we'll jump on live. We'll share out some few bits and pieces as well. And yeah, I'm good at yapping shite as well. That's the other side of it. But to everybody who needs to catch up in your games, I suppose the next 2 weeks is the 2 weeks that we'd like to have everybody caught up by. If you haven't seen the 101 or the 301, they're specifically within your leagues. The 301 is, the 101 is the entire one. It is set play, it is double in, double out. The 301 is straight leg format, best of 13 through to the final, best of 15 for the final. 301 double in, double out as well. If you don't want to get involved, that's no problem. If you want to get involved, give us a thumbs up, let us know. The big fish is starting as well as the weekend. We want to get that done. To everybody again around the leagues, keep them straight, enjoy your darts. And don't feel under pressure at any point. We're always contactable. That is always the same way. Absolutely fantastic, Ronnie. She'll be delighted. Look, that's it. I have to go and have a shower and jump on the board. We'll be back at 9 o'clock when you see myself play on Erlen Linney in the Snaggers League. Until then, folks, you know what? We'll have a little dance out like always, will we? A bit of hey hey. Right, folks. We'll see you later.